narcissistic person destroys kind, sensitive people and makes them believe that they are the problem. That is their goal, that is their intention, what they are doing with their behavior, whether they really realize that they're doing it or not. From my personal experience, I've noticed and I felt and I sensed strongly when I was dealing with people like this, who out of the blue would act in that way towards me and scare the shit out of me and make me ashamed of myself. And I was like, what the hell is happening and all of that. So these kind of people do not raise children. They abuse children. They abuse people. And especially, you know, when you're kind and sensitive, they want to steal your peace. But yeah, sometimes it seems like it's not happening. They want to steal your peace, and you know, it's so cruel, especially when it's your own parent doing it to you, your own loved one. And from my experience, from what I picked up and saw and sensed, because this has happened to me so many times in my life, these kind of situations. So when I was confronting these people and trying to ask, why do you do this? Why do you act like this? For example, one of my exes, he was not aware what he was doing. It was like, you know, he had been in a trance. And it's a similar energy what I picked up from my mother as a child when she was abusing me. But because later on I've discovered that it's demonic energy, because, you know, demons can take people over and cause mental illnesses. So it is an explanation why they do not always understand what they are doing, but it's still, of course, not an excuse. And as empaths and highly sensitive people, we should never be codependent on anyone, let alone on a narcissistic person. It doesn't matter how much a loved one that person was, your partner or, you know, your own parent, but that is the issue, that we always need to be letting go of these people and value ourselves more and move on. Yeah, so, you know, mostly I've lived my life that it really felt and seems like, you know, the devil was trying to stop me, and I know that it's real. I always knew it deep down. I had this heavy feeling through my intuition that it was so, and now I know for a fact, you know, that it's real. I was questioning myself for a long time, like, is this true? Is this real? As I've been, you know, discovering everything about myself, about my life, and, you know, what I'm here to do, and all of that. And, you know, discovered that I'm an empath, highly sensitive person, and Earth Angel Starseed as well. So I believe that I'm also a Sigma empath woman. That is a very rare type, apparently. You know, what I read about being a Sigma empath woman, the traits really describe me very well, because I'm a lone wolf. I'm very much to myself, usually always was. Of course, because of the events as well, but, you know, it's very hard for me to find anyone who would connect with me authentically and actually, you know, want to get to know me and understand me and all of that. Anyway, I'm just, of course, you know, happy to help my clients and, you know, happy to be here because this is what God wants me to do. Because I'm a vessel and I signed up to this this journey and path, you know, as a soul. We always have these soul missions, especially being a starseed, empath, earth angel. But yeah, it's very, you know, very interesting and fascinating. Anyway, this thought was just coming to me right now, that, you know, a narcissistic person does not raise their children. They just abuse them, and they abuse. I just saw this good reels on Instagram about this topic that resonated with me so strongly. That's you know, a narcissistic person just wants to destroy a kind, sensitive person. That is what they do. That is what they do. They want the kind, sensitive person to be snapping, to be acting out of character, you know, to get triggered so that they can steal their peace. And to me, it seems like they're just sucking your energy, and it feels like that they're sucking your entire energy and your health out of you, everything out of you, for their satisfaction. And this is when it really comes to the demonic energy. They are still a human being, but they are very much soulless. Like they don't have a soul anymore, that they have given their soul to the devil. That is really what it seems like, feels like. When you are a sensitive empath, intuitive person, highly sensitive person, enduring this situation alone, because they always do it when you are alone with them, so that there are not any witnesses around even to see it. And it's so heavy on the victim to even be grasping that whole effing situation and then be explaining it to somebody, you know. It's just crazy. But that is demonic energy. And maybe you have experienced this as well. Maybe you have tried to reason with these people, confront these people in any way possible. Maybe you have tried to talk sense into them and understand them, and, you know, have them act like a normal, respectful person. Maybe you have given up because you notice that it's not going anywhere, and it won't. Usually it won't go anywhere, because this energy is so heavy and strong within them. That is really what I've discovered, that it's usually like you're just talking to a wall, you know, nothing's gonna happen. They just want to steal your peace, they just want to make you hurt, and then they might apologize for it, but then the cycle continues if you don't really leave this person, you know. And of course, there's no point in trying to talk about these things to people who don't understand, who have not been through the same things, who are not like you, who are not as sensitive and intuitive as you are. They don't understand that it's what I've noticed. It's very impossible for many people to really understand this. And when you're the victim, it can be so difficult to even talk about it. You know, you might not even know, you know, how to talk about it or who to talk about it, and you might be struggling, you know, still within, you know, your soul is so hurt, your entire being is so hurt and tired, because it's been a battle. And of course, my advice is to just be letting go of trying to explain about these things to too many people. You know, just focus on your own healing, your own energy, frequency and vibration, you know, your own health and sanity, which I had to do myself as well. So yeah, as a reminder, I'm here to help. If you want to book a call with me, separate sessions, or just join my coaching program for 3, 6, or 9 months. All the details are on my website if you go there. But yeah, so anyway, I just know the importance and the pain of, you know, when you need to open up, you need to talk to somebody, but you're not sure to whom. But I just hope that you don't need to cry yourself into sleep anymore because of a narcissistic person, a demonic person, you know, who was destroying your life, and, you know, not mind about, you know, negative people's energy, because that's not about you. It's not who you are. You are a healer. You are a high vibe being, sensitive and kind. You are a giver. So it is important to remember, you know, to be setting that boundary daily, who you interact with and who you don't. Not all comments on social media, for example, need replying. So we just need to be, you know, protecting our own energies and, you know, paying attention to these things. And you can think about it as an actual war, because, you know, spiritual warfare is real, apparently. It can feel so overwhelming to even think about it and to notice it and sense it as a sensitive being, but apparently it's real. The devil would not leave me alone. But I'm praying daily now, and I have really felt the peace and the joy and the love from Jesus Christ and God and my angels, of course, as well, my support team. So I encourage you, of course, to do the same. But yeah, I'm here to help, honestly and authentically, with my work. It is a truth and a fact that, you know, authentic people love authentic people, connect with authentic people. So the more we can just be ourselves, like what I'm doing here, we are attracting, you know, our own people. And my personal wish always was, you know, that people would just come together and be friendly, be kind, be respectful, be loving, be understanding, be empathetic, be compassionate towards one another. And it's always going to be my mission. It's always going to be my mission until the day that I die. It's always me, because I'm an earth angel and I'm here to help. So that was always who I was.